Welcome back to the City League Live. Zach Browning with you, Brooks White as well for the nightcap. The final game of this Wednesday night of action here from the Bonner Center on the east side of Indianapolis. Prudential and Big Brothers Big Sisters is on tap here for the nightcap. Two teams looking for their second win of the season. Big Brothers Big Sisters comes in 1-1 on the season. They lost their last time out. That was a 25-point loss to Mambo's Cheesesteak Grill last Thursday. Prudential, on the other hand, they won their last game last Thursday. That was their first game of the season. They're 1-0. It was a hard-fought 79-74 win over Elevate Indianapolis. As we are set to get on our way, the ball is tipped. It is won and controlled by Prudential. A quick catch-and-shoot three from the far side corner gets us off to a strong start. That's Larry Plummer. Quickly back the other way. That's Coleman. Drawn Coleman spinning and hitting from the short corner. 3-2 lead, early start for Prudential, expecting a lot of offense. Both of these two teams put up 75 plus their last time out. Prudential going to be awarded a foul down low. First shot from Jamel Boyd was missed initially, but then Tyree Johnson got the rebound, and he was fouled as he went back up. Johnson had 6 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Hit a three-pointer as well last week against Elevate Indianapolis. First free throw from Johnson is good. Prudential having to play tonight. We'll talk about it, I'm sure, a lot this evening, but no Zach Owens tonight for Prudential. Second free throw is good for Tyree Johnson. Again, we'll get more into Zach Owens' absence as this game goes along. His far side of the floor, that's Price. Follow-away jump shot, that rattles home. Josh Price has had a good start to the TCL season, averaging 17 points and 7.5 rebounds a night. It's a deep three there off the front of the rim from Michael Tillman. He had a fantastic game last week. Quickly moving right to left, attacking the basket and finishing. Dominique Washington has himself a bucket on the right side of the rim, and Big Brothers Big Sisters has their first lead of the ball game. Tillman will take a screen now. He'll dump it down low over the top. It's caught. Boyd can't finish, but he was fouled. A good pass there from Michael Tillman over the top to Jamel Boyd. Boyd had 12 points last week. He struggled from the floor, just 4 of 12. But now he's got 2 shots upcoming here at the line.
And that was a great seal-off by Boyd to make room for himself and eventually get to the line for Prudential.
Boyd's first free throw is good. This is a Prudential team that has won 8 straight games dating back to last year, the 2024 City League champions. Second free throw from Boyd is good as well. 7-6 the lead for Prudential. As here's Coleman driving, left side block turned away, catch and shoot three on its way. That's off from Josh Brewer. Long rebound out to Price. He'll let it fly from 3 off the back of the iron and rebounded by Tillman. Plummer, he's already got a 3 in this contest. Below the free throw line, driving, and it's poked away. Good defense there by Jeremy Tyler. Tyler has been one of the top players. He's been the top scorer for Big Brothers Big Sisters to begin the season. 20 points per game for Tyler, showing it off defensively there. Step back 3 from Tillman off the front of the rim, and rebound off the hands of Larry Plummer. So Big Brothers Big Sisters will take over possession, moving right to left. Tyler, now Coleman. He'll let it fly from deep. That one was online, just a little too strong. Long rebound out to Washington. He finds Price, and his mid-range jumper falls. We know Josh Price loves that mid-range. He's lived in it so far throughout the early stages of the City League. That one doesn't fall from Tillman. Good defense from Price after the bucket on the other end, is driving all the way to the basket, coast to coast, goes Dominique Washington. Nobody's stepping up to cut him off. Now a 10-7 lead for Big Brothers Big Sisters. Nice pass there from Plummer, and Boyd was fouled. I believe that'll be on the floor. Foul's going to go against Dominic Washington. Brooks, that's already his second, just 4.5 minutes in.
Well, Big Brothers Big Sisters just a little too handsy. Now their second foul that they've picked up in their defensive zone, just a little bit too much. And they need to slow it down early, as this is a long game.
Johnson's three was off. Now here's Coleman. Coleman aggressive offensively, attacking the right block, too strong. The putback doesn't fall from Brewer. Prudential clears the rebound, and here comes Boyd. Boyd, right side block, fall away jumper off the left side of the iron. Brewer has himself the defensive rebound, and here's Price, far side corner, trying to break down his defender. He has the size and height advantage, and he used it right there against Ali Akrarashi. Believe that was in the act of shooting. It was, so that'll send Josh Price to the free throw line. Price has been assertive. He's been good scoring the basketball so far through the first two games of the year for Big Brothers Big Sisters as he knocks down the free throw. He's just struggled a little bit with inefficiency, shooting below 40% from the field so far on the season. He splits the pair at the line. Rebound goes to Prudential. And here comes Plummer. Plummer attacking, using a quick burst of speed to split a couple of defenders all the way to the basket. He finishes with a right hand. A burst of speed right there from Larry Plummer. Prudential's back within two, and now Plummer going to pick up a foul back on this end of the floor. Reaching in from behind and getting a piece of Coleman. Something we're going to have to watch as not only this game goes on, but as the season goes on. Where does Prudential find offense without Zach Owens? Owens sitting on the sideline for Prudential tonight, but not playing, not in uniform. He's not active as that one falls off the rim. Here comes Prudential. That's a three. Left wing Tillman's off the mark. Rebounded by Tyler. He's pushing the pace, and that pass looking for Brewer just off the mark. Brewer taps his chest, signaling he thought it was his fault. All alone, though, on the other end of the floor, Jamel Boyd wide open. An easy layup for Boyd. And we're back tied up, excuse me. Price to the basket. That's a left-handed finish. Josh Price has been active offensively early. He's got a big size advantage in this game. He's used it so far. Boyd thought about a three. Here's Johnson driving, free throw line. Off the front of the rim, put back no. Second effort didn't fall. Third effort was poked out of bounds. Big Brothers Big Sisters will take over. A couple of substitutions. Jason Peace in for Prudential. Jamison Smith and Jacob Schmatz in for Big Brothers Big Sisters at that last dead ball, as is Hunter White. That's Schmatz driving. Floater off the left side of the rim, rebounded by Boyd. Prudential will momentarily slow things down. Trailing by 2. Around 8 minutes gone in this first half. Here's Peace. That one looking for Boyd. Just threw it out of bounds. A lollipop pass. Boyd and Peace talking it over now.
Well, Zach, I think the best offensive possession that Prudential has had ended with Plummer's layup. And what Plummer did so well, and that was sealing off his man on that right block. If Prudential can get possessions like that, their offensive void can be filled. But so far in this game, just not effective offensively and not nearly as efficient.
It's a pull-up three from Plummer over the outstretched arm of Price. It didn't fall. Big Brothers Big Sisters came away with the rebound, and that's Jeremy Tyler fouled before he can get those legs turning and get out in transition. Prudential, of course, as I mentioned, the reigning TCL champions on the men's side. They've won 8 straight, looking to make it 9 tonight, dating again back to last season. Here's Hunter White, right side. Driving, Tyler finishing on the right side through contact. A strong finish there for Tyler. Pushes Big Brothers Big Sisters lead back to 4. Here comes Johnson. Floater, that one's pure. A little off balance, but it didn't matter there for Tillman, excuse me. Another bucket for him. He had a big-time performance in the opening season win over Elevate Indianapolis. 18 points, 10 rebounds for Prudential in that one, as Price is too strong on the mid-range jumper. Long rebound out to Peace, and Prudential will push. Here's Morris. Morris out to Tillman. Looking down low was intended for Boyd, but Josh Price showing off his soccer skills and his reflexes there, kicking that one away. Side out for Prudential, inbounded here to Peace. He drives, puts Price on the floor. He can't finish with the right hand. He goes crashing into the first row of spectators. He's got 2 shots upcoming here at the free throw line. He couldn't finish, but a nice spin move there to get around Josh Price and get all the way to the basket. 2 shots here upcoming for Peace.
That was a great move, the spin move to get Josh Price off of him. Notice that Price was inching a little bit too close, and Price eventually fell onto the ground, but great way to get to the line. Prudential desperately need to get a rhythm offensively and get this game underway offensively, as there's been a lot of players who score points here and there, but nobody has really stepped up. And right now they're looking for a guy to step up, obviously, in that void.
First points of the season there for Peace. He was scoreless last week against Elevate Indy. 0 of 7 from the field in that one, but he's got his first 2 points of the season. They come at the charity stripe. Now a one-on-one opportunity here. Plummer slows it down and drills the fall-away jumper. Just like that, Prudential's back in front. Shifty with the ball in his hands is Plummer, as that's a floater. Jamison Smith can't get it to go. Rebound falls to Boyd. Boyd nearly throws it away, but Plummer able to get back to it. Here comes Morris. Driving, free throw line, kicking. Plummer shuffles to Peace. He thought about a 3, crosses over. That one poked away, stolen by Coleman. He's got a runway here, and will go with the conservative right-handed layup. Thought we might see some fireworks there from Jerron Coleman, but he elected to go with the simple layup. Here's Tillman driving left side block. He can't finish. Price has the rebound. Bounce pass, a great one out to White. He's got it far side corner. He finds the cutting Jamison Smith, who finishes on the right side with the right hand. Good ball movement there by Big Brothers Big Sisters. They're back in front by 2. It's been a back and forth first half affair here in the nightcap of this Wednesday night of action here at the City League. A step back there from Plummer. That's off the mark. Good defense by Coleman out front. Here comes Smith. Down low, Schmatz, pump fake, got Boyd in the air, and he finished through contact and one. Jacob Schmatz, an opportunity to convert a 3-point play upcoming here at the line.
Well, the difference in both offenses right now is Big Brothers and Big Sisters, they are opening up the offense with the pass. Moving around, a lot of cutting, and a lot of good passing from Big Brothers, Big Sisters, and that's obviously leading to points. And what they were doing is they're being smart with the passes, and it's continuing to show on the scoreboard.
That's Stephen Tierney with the ball. Now Peace, short corner, far side of the floor, spinning, left side block. He's too strong. Rebound to Schmatz, outlet pass here to Smith. There goes Coleman, driving, kicking, getting it back, and finishing on the left side. A nice give and go there between Coleman, and I believe that was Schmatz down low. Coleman's nearing double figures already in this first half. He had 19 last week in the loss to Mambo's Cheesesteak Grill. Tillman, right side elbow, gives it up. That's Akwarashi. That one rolls in and out, rebounded by White. Big Brothers, Big Sisters looking to extend their lead further. Schmatz goes careening into the defender, and it's a blocking foul. Peace trying to draw the charge. Doesn't get it, and he paid the price, Brooks. That's a hard-fought couple of free throws upcoming for Jacob Schmatz. We have a timeout on the floor. Prudential is going to take it. The reigning TCL champions trailing by 6 here in the first half. Brooks will get to it now. Zach Owens, who was pivotal last season on the run to the championship for Prudential. He had 24 points in the season opener. Looked like he was going to continue and repeat as one of the top players in the City League this season, but not playing tonight, dealing with an injury, we've been told. He picked up an injury last Friday, I believe, at an event up north in Indiana. Basketball event up north, came down with an injury. He's awaiting an MRI, awaiting the results of an MRI to see how serious it is. It's important to note he's not walking around with any brace or hindrance, it looks like, but being able to walk around and being able to play in a basketball game of this caliber, two completely different things. But where do you think Prudential goes as far as the scoring is concerned? They've looked for Larry Plummer a lot so far tonight.
Well, I think what Plummer's been able to do effectively is isolate himself, but also get his defender on his backside. Now, obviously Plummer checks out of the game at this break, and I'm interested to see who will step up. It's been a lot of one-man show offense in the half court for Prudential, and in contrast, Big Brothers and Big Sisters, like I mentioned, they've been able to open the ball up, open up the half court area with passing. So it's going to be interesting to see how Prudential deals with not only the loss of Zach Owens, but how they can make this half-court offense run without it looking like a one-man show out here.
Difference in ball movement between both of these two teams has been noticeable so far. Part of the reason why Big Brothers Big Sisters is out to an early 6-point advantage is here's Morris driving, floating, that one in and out. Rebound controlled by Big Brothers Big Sisters. White into the forecourt, that's Smith. Goes behind his back, he's doubled, he gets it off to Coleman. He will unload from 3 off the front of the rim. And that one falls off the right side, and we have a loose ball foul. It'll go against Big Brothers Big Sisters. Prudential will take over. Couple of subs here for Big Brothers Big Sisters. Josh Brewer, Josh Price back in, as is Jeremy Tyler. Here's Morris, top of the key, working against Washington. He kicks. Peace thought about it. Now we'll pull from 3 and he'll hit. Jason Peace, 5 first half points, a 3 and a couple of free throws for the reigning champs. We're back to within 3, about 5 minutes to play here in this first half. Here's Price. Backing down a smaller defender, a rocket of a pass to Coleman. Good hands there by Jerron Coleman to corral that pass. He's got a left side block underneath the basket, and he traveled. Good defense there by Prudential, forcing Coleman into the travel. I think Coleman there, Brooks, looking for a defensive foul, saying he got pushed, but that to me looked like strong defense.
Well, yeah, and on the other end, Prudential opens up that three-point shot there. It was a great drive and kick as Big Brothers and Big Sisters collapsed on the drive, and there was a wide open three-point shot opportunity.
Morris hanging in the air. He lost it. That's a foul by Tillman before the dunk from Jeremy Tyler. Do they have take fouls in the City League? Do they have intentional fouls in the City League? Refs are talking about it now on the far side of the floor. That was as much of a take foul as I think you can possibly have there from Michael Tillman. It was a 3-on-none pretty much there for Big Brothers Big Sisters.
So they are going to call a take.
It will be a one-shot technical here for Jeremy Tyler. One shot and then the ball for Big Brothers Big Sisters as Tyler can't make Tillman and Prudential pay. Prudential will now make a slew of substitutions. Boyd back in, as is Johnson and Plummer. Be a side out now on the near side of the floor for Big Brothers Big Sisters, leading by 3 with just under 3 minutes to play in half number 1. Here in the nightcap of this Wednesday night of hoops here at the Bonner Center. On the near east side of Indianapolis, it's Coleman. Driving, stepping back, good defense here. Johnson guarding him, a step back, long range 3 from Coleman off the left side of the rim. Rebound falls into the hands of Plummer. He's doubled. And it was poked out of bounds by Washington. Here's Peace. He'll step into a three. He has room. He's short on the long-range effort. Price outlets. Washington left side of the rim. He finishes with the right. An easy 2 points in transition there for Big Brothers Big Sisters. Their lead back up to 5. As Peace gives way to Morris. Morris working against Price. He steps back. The long-range effort is cash. Willie Morris knocks down the three. Price looking to get it back on the other end. His floater falls off the front of the rim, and Coleman is there for the offensive rebound and the putback. He screams and one afterwards. A tough bucket, a tough second chance bucket there for Coleman. He's had a good first half. He's had a good last couple of contests for Big Brothers Big Sisters. Again, 19 points in that loss to Mambo's Cheesesteak Grill last time out. As here comes Plummer. He's hitting the head, and he finishes as well. And one, Larry Plummer trying to take over the scoring load for the injured Zach Owens. He's doing his part here in the first half. A chance at 3 here at the line.
Well, Larry Plummer once again effective when he gets his defender on his hip, drawing the foul, but also a great finish with his left hand on the left-hand side of the basket. Now just has to knock down the free throw.
Free throw rattles in and out. Rebound to Price. He's going to take it and push it himself. 3-on-2 advantage here for Big Brothers Big Sisters. Catch and shoot 3 is long from the far side corner. Tyler couldn't hit. Here comes Johnson and Prudential. They have numbers. Peace, catch, shoot, triple, short. Offensive rebound. Boyd, his putback is good, and we're tied. We took under 30 seconds to play in this first half. Coleman pulls up from 3, trying to go 2 for 1. His first effort was no good. His second effort here on the left side block falls. Back in front is Big Brothers Big Sisters. Shot clock now off here for Prudential with 16 seconds to go. The reigning champs can hold for the final shot. Morris driving baseline, spinning back towards the middle. Lobs it up to Johnson. 6 seconds to go. He comes down. No jump ball called, and Johnson finishes. Inbound too late, and that's how this first half will come to a close. A tough bucket from Tyree Johnson to end the half. No foul or jump ball called. And we'll head into the halftime intermission, Brooks. All tied up at 29 points apiece. We're in store for a fantastic second half.
Yeah, Zach, I thought that was a great end to the half for Prudential. We talked about it in the first half. Who is going to step up? I don't know if we can say just one guy stepped up, but they sort of started to find their groove on the offensive end of the floor, especially in the half-court set offense. Going into the half tied at 29, you have to be happy about that.
You're exactly right. We've got 20 more minutes of action here on this Wednesday night of hoops from the Bonner Center here at the City League. Just about 4.5 minutes away from kicking off the second half here between Big Brothers, Big Sisters, and Prudential. You won't want to miss the final 20 minutes of this one. We'll be back in just a few moments. Back here at the Bonner Center, the second half of action here between Big Brothers Big Sisters and Prudential is just about to get underway. Zach Browning with you alongside Brooks White. For the final 20 minutes or thereabouts, we'll have our Elam ending here in about 16 minutes of game action. But it's Big Brothers Big Sisters to get us started here in the second half, and they're going to look right to their big man, Josh Price. He's been a killer from the mid-range so far this season, but he can't get that one to go. Rebound falls in the hands of Plummer. Tillman far side, trying to break down his defender, Dominic Washington. He steps back. He can't hit the three. The rebound falls right into the hands of Ali Akwarashi. That's an easy 2 points for Prudential. Second chance opportunity there to get the second half started, as that's a nice drive there from Brewer to tie us back up. I believe that's Brewer's first bucket of the ball game. Player of his caliber, you expect to have much more of an impact, at least in the box score. He's still been impactful in this game as that step back from Plummer is off. Another offensive rebound. Boyd had his first effort blocked, but the second effort finds the bottom of the net. Boyd's been active so far on both sides of the floor, specifically on that offensive glass, as that three-point effort was off. Price can't finish the second chance opportunity. He struggled and battled inefficiencies again today. A 3-on-1 here for Big Brothers Big Sisters, and Josh Price will throw it down with two hands. Prudential looking to push the pace. 3-on-2 here. Floater from Boyd off the front of the rim, rebounded by Price. Big Brothers Big Sisters, a wide open Dominic Washington can't finish. He hit that one off the underside of the rim, but a transition turnover there from Prudential as Big Brothers Big Sisters will look to attack once again. Missing everything is Brewer. Rebounded by Johnson. He's got a smile on his face, Brewer does, after that air ball, and that's an and one. Falling away, still finding a way to get the shot to fall through the contact. An opportunity here for a three-point play upcoming from the charity stripe for Tyree Johnson in what has been, Brooks, an up and down, a back and forth first 2+ minutes of the second half. That
was an impressive finish for Prudential, but on the other end, it's been sloppy basketball. The ball is all over the place. I think what both teams could really benefit from is a slow offensive possession where they get a good shot.
Here's Tyler all the way to the basket. Was fouled as he went up on the right side. Needed a miracle to get that one to fall. He put so much spin on that, he couldn't get it to go. But he does have two shots upcoming. Jeremy Tyler, 2 shots at the line, averaging 20 points per game this season. Coming into tonight, he's been the leading scorer so far on the year for Big Brothers Big Sisters. He's been efficient too, 4 and 9, 44% from three-point range coming into tonight as well. He had 23 last time out against Mambo's Cheesesteak Grill in that loss, as he's good on the second free throw. 36-34, the lead for Prudential, just over 3 minutes gone in the second half. Plummer, right wing, got a mismatch here against Price. He'll dump it down low to Boyd. Boyd, cross court. Tillman will let it fly from 3, and he drills the left corner jumper. Michael Tillman had just 2 points in that first half. He was 1 of 7, but he gets his first 3 of the ball game to fall and gives Prudential a 5-point lead. Here's Brewer looking to answer from deep. It's off the right side of the rim. Here comes Alley. Down to the cutting Boyd, who's fouled by Coleman. Not much Coleman could do there, Brooks, other than just foul Boyd. A full head of steam there for the Ben Davis graduate, Jamel Boyd, who will head to the free throw line.
Well, again, now Prudential is taking a page out of Big Brother's book and what they did well in the first half, which was passing to open up the center of the floor. And that entire possession was just great heads-up passing, heads-up offense to move Prudential into that position to go to the line for 2 shots.
Boyd didn't get the first one to fall as Josh Brewer checks out. Hunter White replaces him for Big Brothers Big Sisters. Boyd's second from the charity stripe is nothing but net, and the lead is up to 6. for Prudential. Hunter White, left side, step back. He's short on that long-range effort. Rebound falls into the hands of Tillman. You have a whistle and a foul down on the right block before the shot from Boyd. It'll be a side out here for Prudential. Boyd working against Price. It's poked out of bounds by Price. Good hands there from the Big Brothers Big Sisters big man. Inbound comes here to Tillman, far side corner, driving baseline, trying to fight his way through White. He lost it momentarily. Harassing defense here from Hunter White. A free throw line leaner from Tillman is off at the shot clock buzzer. Rebound cleared by Big Brothers Big Sisters. Here comes Josh Price. 3-on-2 here for Big Brothers Big Sisters. Price all the way to the basket. He can't finish, but he was fouled. Josh Price will head to the free throw line now for a couple of free throws. Larry Plummer tagged with his second foul of this ball game.
Well, I don't really know what else was expected of Prudential there. Seeing Josh Price going full head of steam downhill, it's hard to get a body in front of him. And obviously, they picked up the foul, but he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Brooks, are you telling me you wouldn't step in and draw a charge against Josh Price if he's coming at you downhill?
I would definitely feel it the next day if I did it.
You might be feeling it for the next week or two if you're trying to draw a charge on Josh Price, because that's a nice follow-away jumper from Plummer. Plummer had a strong first half performance. He had 9 in that opening frame, adding to it there with that bucket, and here's a foul. Jeremy Tyler attacking the basket hard, finishing through the contact and earning a chance at, basket did not fall. No, it did. Referee held up 2 fingers momentarily. But it was a 3-point play for Jeremy Tyler as we took under 12:45 to play in the second half. Around 8.5 minutes from our target score of our Elam ending. Long 3 off there from Plummer. Pass was errant and not deflected out of bounds, much to the chagrin of Deron Coleman. He's not happy with the call, but it will be Prudential basketball. Coleman will now head to the bench as Jamison Smith checks into the ball game. Tillman almost had his pocket pick there from White. Hunter White has caused some problems defensively here for Prudential as Tillman can't finish. Price, full head of steam, pushing the tempo. Catch and shoot 3, finds the bottom of the net. Jeremy Tyler knocks in the 3, and Big Brothers Big Sisters is back to within 1. Brooks, it's more turning defense into offense as well for Big Brothers Big Sisters.
And opening it up with the pass.
Here's Boyd, short corner, far side of the floor. Tough defense here from Smith. Boyd through his chest at the front of the rim. The first one didn't go. The second one off the front of the rim as well. Price the rebound. He'll push it himself. Price attacking that one. Last touched by him. It went off the knee of Josh Price. Good hands defensively there from Prudential as Price will now check out. Jacob Schmatz back into the ball game. Schmatz in for the first time in this second half. Morris below the free throw line all the way to the right side of the rim. He lays it in high at the glass. Back to 3 for Prudential. That lead still just 1 possession. Tyler has an open lane and he throws it down with 2 hands. Look out below. Here comes Jeremy Tyler. That's got this place on its feet. The nightcap here at the Bonner Center. That's a steal. Outlet. Here comes White. He dumps it off to Tyler, who loses it. He saves it. White has it. Still numbers for Big Brothers Big Sisters. Jamison Smith will step into a 3. He's short. And the rebound is controlled by Prudential. A big missed opportunity there for Big Brothers Big Sisters to take the lead. Here's Boyd. spinning towards the middle at the front of the rim. It rolls in and out. Rebounded by Tyler. Tyler hesitates. Euro step, fouled, can't finish.
Boyd's having a rough time down low offensively for Prudential. Has to get something going underneath the rim. He's rebounding the ball well, just not converting on those offensive rebound chances.
Jeremy Tyler was held quiet in that first half as he sinks the first free throw to tie us up. Just 3 points for Tyler in the opening 20 minutes. But he's had a loud last couple of offensive possessions here for Big Brothers Big Sisters, who is now back on top. It's a 1-point lead for Big Brothers Big Sisters over Prudential. 9.5 to play, just around 5 minutes from our target score and our Elam ending. A tough fall-away jumper falls. That's a tough bucket from Willie Morris to put his team back on top. Now he's going to have to try and guard Jeremy Tyler on this end. Tyler harassed, will pull it back out, looking to play one-on-one. Crossing over, stepping back, free throw line jumper is long. Rebound falls on the hands of Smith. His step back jumper was blocked. No, might have been blocked, but it was also a foul from Peace. Might have gotten ball, definitely got arm, and it will send Jamison Smith to the free throw line for 2 shots. Smith, the graduate of Warren Central High School, did not play last week against Mambo's Cheesesteak Grill as he spins that free throw in and out. Smith was actually on that Warren Central team that won the 4A state championship. That team that went 32-0, about a decade ago now. It feels like it's been longer than that. But he was an integral part of that team. They beat Carmel that year, 54-48 in the state championship to go 32-0, that Warren Central team. Of course, David Bell on that team as well. An absolutely stacked roster for Warren that year as Smith knocks in the second free throw. We're all tied up. Under 8 to play now in the second half. Plummer is fouled as he knifed his way towards the basket. Side out here for Prudential. It comes in to Plummer. Hunter White has been good defensively all evening long as turning the corner, attacking the basket, flipping it up with the left hand is Plummer. Shot bounced off the right side of the rim. Didn't fall, but 2 shots now upcoming for Larry Plummer.
And now that's 4 times in this game where being on the hip of Larry Plummer is shown that it is not the place to be. He's making him pay. You have to get in front of him, and you have to stay in front of him if you want to play good defense there, and especially against a quick guard like Larry Plummer.
Plummer's flashed the quick burst of speed. We have a call here. That second free throw dropped for Plummer. Referee is now discussing. There was a whistle after the free throw. I'm not sure if all the substitutes had cleared the floor and if Plummer was supposed to shoot that free throw yet. I don't think he was. I think Plummer's going to head back to the line to repeat the second free throw.
I think they might actually be calling a technical. Too many players on the court for Big Brothers.
Big Brothers Big Sisters going to be hit with a 1-shot technical foul here. Plummer will take it. He misses. So Plummer shoots the technical foul. They did count the first free throw on the scoreboard. It reads 48-46 right now, but he's taking a 4th free throw on this trip alone now. That free throw is good. So as it stands, 49-46 is the lead for Prudential. Not 100% sure. It was just a 1-shot technical foul, but Plummer ended up getting 4 free throws. Only one of which was a technical foul shot as Coleman looking to get it back on this end, working against Tierney, drives through his chest at the right side block, goes up and finishes through the contact. A tough take there by Jerron Coleman. Big Brothers, Big Sisters back to within 1. Tillman, hands off, that's Morris, and Morris was fouled. That's a reach in. Going to go against Jamal Bridges. Haven't heard his name too much tonight for Big Brothers Big Sisters. Bridges didn't play in that first half, getting his first action here in the second half as we tick under 5 to play. Now just a minute away from our target score. They're about a minute away. Nice move there, a hesitation from Michael Tillman. Got his defender off balance and opened up a driving lane, and a nice floater there to finish and push the lead back to 3 for Prudential. Coleman, he's got the hot hand as the last couple of possessions for Big Brothers Big Sisters. He spins at the front of the rim. He can't finish, but we have a whistle and a foul. That's going to go against Stephen Tierney. Coleman will head to the free throw line for 2 shots. Importantly, though, Brooks, that's the 6th team foul against Prudential. So now from here on out, it will be a 1-and-1 for Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Well, the past couple possessions for Big Brothers Big Sisters, they've been utilizing that high ball screen, and it's been working. So I would be curious to see, especially as we inch closer to this Elam ending, how they use that high ball screen, especially in the half-court set of offense.
Clock stops momentarily. We won't take under 4 minutes of play until after these free throws, so that way it doesn't make everything confusing with the Elam ending. But the first dead ball after the 4-minute mark. We will get our target score. It's 51-49, the lead for Prudential. Now make it 51-50. It's been a low-scoring affair. I came on this broadcast talking about how I thought we might see a high-scoring contest. Both of these two teams scored 75+ their last time out. We have a timeout taken by Prudential. That is under the 4-minute mark, so that will give us our target score. We talked about it in the last game between Horizon League and Pacebrooks. A smart play here by Prudential. They have the lead under 4 minutes, so might as well take the timeout and force the target score to be put on the board, which will be 60.
Well, Zach, honestly, I'm surprised. I figured while watching the first 5 minutes of this game in the first half that Prudential would not have the lead going into the Elam ending. They looked discombobulated on offense. Nobody seemed to have a role or to step up. But in this second half, they have really played well. And I think what has been opening up this offense is the ability to get downhill quick. There have been a lot of guys on Big Brothers and Big Sisters who try and overcommit, get their hands in the passing lanes, and they end up 2-3 steps behind the players on Prudential right now. So that's something that you have to fix here in the Elam ending, as every single possession matters.
We have our target score of 60. It's 51-50 Prudential, the reigning champs, looking to make it 9 consecutive wins dating back to last season. They're trying to do it tonight without their top player, without Zach Owens. Talked about it earlier on the broadcast. Owens out with an injury this evening. His status for the next couple of weeks currently uncertain. As here's Plummer. He's left alone from behind the three-point arc, and he drills a big-time 3, holding the follow-through as well. 4-point lead for Prudential. Here's Tyler. Picks up his dribble. Needs some help. He's got it off to White. White drives below the free throw line, going up with that stronger left hand, and he finishes at the front of the rim. Nice lefty take there by the left-handed Hunter White. Here's Plummer, just hit the 3 a moment ago. Crosses over against White, almost had it poked away from him, and here's Peace. Taking a screen from Boyd. Picks up his dribble, here's Plummer. Inside the three-point arc, a long 2-point jumper. That one's off the back of the rim, rebounded by Coleman, and here comes Jamison Smith. Price all the way to the basket, count it, and the foul. Josh Price finishing at the rim, a chance here at the free throw line to not only convert a 3-point play, but to also give his Big Brothers Big Sisters squad a 1-point lead. Free throw falls for Price, and Big Brothers Big Sisters now has the advantage here in this Elam ending. Target score is 60. Here's Plummer. Crossing over against Price. Good defense from the big man. Step back 3. Plummer, he's got it. The second three-pointer in this Elam ending for Plummer. Outlet pass, here's Brewer, the reverse layup, and we're tied up at 57. Defensive breakdown there for Prudential. They hit a game winner in the Elam ending last week. It was a corner three from Zach Owens. He's not on the floor right now. Where does Prudential turn? Is it this man right here? He's hit 2 threes in this Elam ending. A three would win it. Plummer all the way to the basket. He lays it in for 2. 59-57 Prudential over Big Brothers Big Sisters. A three would win. Zach Owens over on the bench wants his Prudential squad to foul. A three would win it here for Big Brothers Big Sisters. Here's White. Now Coleman, is he looking for the win? Sizing up piece. Coleman gives it off. Corner. White drives and he's fouled.
And that's not a bad foul if you're Prudential.
It's a 1-on-1 now opportunity here for White and Big Brothers Big Sisters, I believe. So yes, will be 1-on-1 here for White and Big Brothers Big Sisters. That's what Zach Owens and that Prudential bench wanted. They wanted him to foul, because at this point a three, if Big Brothers Big Sisters would have taken it, would have won the game. Dron Coleman talking with White. I wonder if White makes this first, if they want to try and intentionally miss the second. White's first free throw is good, because if you give the ball back to Prudential, the way Larry Plummer has played in this Elam ending, it might be all but over.
You might not get the ball back, so have to play good defense. If you're both teams here, it's 1 point wins it.
59-59. Larry Plummer and Prudential looking to keep the winning streak alive. No Zach Owens tonight. Will it matter? Here's Plummer against Price, crossing over, driving. The double comes. He kicks, now driving. That's Johnson, he lost it. Poked away, and Coleman will slow it down. Johnson trying to get it back. Coleman driving, picks up his dribble, cross court. Brewer for the win. It's long, rebounded by Johnson. He's harassed in the backcourt. We have a whistle and a foul. A detrimental foul there by Big Brothers Big Sisters, because that will put Tyree Johnson and Prudential at the free throw line for a 1-on-1. If he makes the first, this ball game is over.
I'm not sure what the thought process was there, because it looked like almost a very clear intentional foul wrapping around the body there. And now with the chance to win here at the free throw line.
Tyree Johnson to win it for Prudential. He's short. He missed it off the front of the rim. The ball was poked off of the official, who was standing out of bounds last, touched by Big Brothers Big Sisters. A big break for Prudential. They'll retain possession, The official was standing out of bounds when it made contact with them, and it was last touched by Big Brothers Big Sisters. So Prudential has possession. The next bucket wins, and we have a timeout taken. Big Brothers Big Sisters in need of one more stop to try and get another look offensively. Well, Brooks, it's winning time. Next bucket wins. You're in that huddle for Prudential. You're the team captain, Zach Owens. I can see him over there delivering the message. You know, he wished he'd be out there, but he isn't. So instead, who are you going to here if you're Prudential?
Well, honestly, right now, I think you have to stick to the hot hand. And throughout the entirety of this overtime period, honestly, I mean, the way Prudential has been playing without the ball in this second half, I think, has been the difference maker. If they can get this offensive possession, the ball is placed underneath the basket, you need to set a lot of screens. Somebody needs to be open, and at this point, you need to be clutch. So settle for the best shot you can get.
Shot clock at 14. Plummer has it. Far side of the floor. Driving. Stopping. Fall away. Jumper for the win. It bounces into the air and he misses. Rebounded by Coleman. Here comes Jeremy Tyler. The next bucket wins. Tyler crosses over. Below the free throw line all the way to the basket. Tries to flip it up. He lost it. Here comes Plummer. 3-on-2 opportunity here. Plummer stops. Hands it off to Tillman. Tillman loses it. Poked away. Coleman lost possession, and Peace wins it for Prudential. Jerron Coleman is beside himself. He thought he was fouled by Jason Peace. The referees didn't agree. Peace took it from Coleman, laid it in, and won the game for Prudential. The winning streak, Brooks, it lives on to see another day. 61-59, the final score in what was a fantastic back and forth affair to cap off a fantastic night of hoops here at the City League.
Well, yeah, Zach, it was a super fun night, and what a nightcapper we had. I think for Prudential, obviously keeping that win streak alive, it's super important, but also for the morale to win without Zach Owens, but also to be able to see Zach Owens on the bench being loud, being active in the game. After that last steal and the layup, I mean, he was jumping up and down, so hopefully for his sake and his health's sake, we see him on the court very soon, and Prudential is definitely a team you don't want to see later on in the bracket, later on in the year. It's only week 3 right now, but you have to be looking forward. You have to be looking ahead at what this team could potentially do. Unbeaten now for 10 straight games, and being able to keep that winning streak across multiple seasons. It should excite you if you're on Prudential right now. They should have the utmost of confidence winning without Zach Owens. And then on the other end, just an absolute heartbreaker for Big Brothers Big Sisters. Just couldn't get it done at the end, and they really strayed away of what was working for them. A lot of passes and a lot of good offensive possessions. They're down in the stretch. It looked like a lot of forced shots to me, and a lot of possessions that you could look back and maybe make one extra pass and get a better shot. So I think obviously it's a great game and a great nightcapper, but a lot more fun things to be looking forward to here at the City League.
You know, Brooks, we came into the game asking who would step up for Zach Owens, and tonight for Prudential, it was Larry Plummer. 22 points for Plummer, 3 of 5 from three-point range. He had a couple of big-time threes in that Elam ending. He was key, and he keeps the reigning champs undefeated here in 2025. Improving to 2-0 is Prudential. They've got BBM Tax Service up next. That's next Wednesday. They'll take on BBM Tax Service. For Big Brothers Big Sisters, they dropped to 1-2 on the season. A couple of close losses, though, for Big Brothers Big Sisters. They're back in action next Thursday against NBA Math Hoops. But it was a fantastic Wednesday night here at the Bonner Center. 2025 City League is well underway. We've got fantastic action for you every Wednesday and Thursday night. We've got 4 more games on tap tomorrow. I'll be back with you tomorrow night for all 4 of those contests. It should be a good one tomorrow night and the rest of the summer. For Brooks White, I'm Zach Browning saying so long from the Bonner Center, and have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday night.